Hello everyone, my name is Stefan, and welcome to my very first Clash of Clans video. Let me tell you, you have no idea just how excited I am to be recording this video right now, which as you might be able to see by clicking on my channel, this is not only my very first Clash video, but it is also my very first video overall on the channel. If there is one thing that you need to know about me, that is that I love Clash. I have been playing it for so many years. Actually, if I think about it, I have been playing this game for almost half of my entire life. That is a long time. Now, as you can see, this channel is not called Stefan, my name, or any variation of my name. However, it is called Dragon Gamer, and that is because that has always been my Clash of Clans nickname, username, and my goal for this channel is simply to share my passion and my love for this game. And at this point, I would say to not waste any further time and get straight to Clash. I have the iPad here, and you can see by turning it upside down that it is with Clash open, and guys, this is my base. Welcome to my Clash of Clans base. This is Dragon Gamer 002. Actually, to be honest with you guys, I cannot express just how excited and how eager I am to be recording this video right now, because you have to understand that this is not my very first Clash of Clans channel, but my second. The other one is not in English, which is the reason why I'm starting this one after having learned and having studied English for way more hours than I could actually count. As you can also hear from the way I speak, I'm not entirely fluent either. I still struggle, especially when forming complex sentences, and I am actively and just consistently learning English on a daily basis. However, I've gotten to a point where I can somewhat, not perfectly, but I can express myself and especially record videos, which is the only reason why I'm starting this channel right now at 21 years old, which is of course not old, don't get me wrong, I'm not old by any means, but I'm not 16, 17, 18 years old either. With this said, well guys, this is my base. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure what to say because I'm used to speaking in English, but I'm not used to speaking about Clash. But, as I was saying a moment ago, I have been playing this game for a very long time. We're actually approaching a full decade. Clash of Clans has been not the only game I've ever played, but definitely the one I've played the most, which I'm sure you can tell. This is my base, my dear beloved base that I've been so passionately upgrading and maxing out with every single update that has come to Clash ever since I started playing the game. Right now, as you can see here, I am fully maxed, besides for the apprentice warden that I am supposed to max to level 4, and that is going to actually be the topic for my next video. Of course, now we have the Town Hall 16 that is due to be released, and of course I wish to be fully maxed. Now, speaking a bit about my Clash history, this is my profile, and here you can see one of the things I'm most proud of in my life, one of the greatest achievements I've ever reached and achieved in my entire life, and that is of course, as you can see here on the left, 118 the world. But it wasn't anytime recent, it was actually in September 2017, in that season. So of course, things since then changed entirely. I do remember that in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, Supercell introduced the fact that in Legends League, you do not have to stay in the clouds and search for a base endlessly, but you can actually just do the 8 daily attacks and that'll be it. But when I used to push, when I did push and when I did reach that amazing goal, which I am to this day incredibly proud of, there will certainly be some people who would say, oh, but that's just a game, who cares, that's not real life. However, if I only told you the amount of time and dedication I had to put in this game to reach that goal. But I'm sure you can relate. If you're watching this video, you must be passionate either about Clash or maybe other games, and in that case, you will definitely understand when I say that becoming good at a game is not only something very difficult to do, but also something very rewarding and fulfilling that you can do. Now, the goal with this channel, or at least what I'm thinking right now that I will be recording in the future from now on, will not be trophy pushing. I will not be pushing trophies, I will not be entering leaderboards. I am not a good attacker. I was when I pushed in 2017, but that was a complete different era. I remember that I used to use golems. Where are they with all these new troops? I struggle sometimes to find the troops I'm looking for. With Valkyries, Wizards, and wall breakers, because at the time we didn't have the wall wrecker. So of course those were completely different times. Right now, however, guys, I'm attacking with electro dragons, but before we go any further, let me just say in this video that I am not a good attacker, as I was saying earlier. I cannot attack on 3-star max basis, I'm not a pro player, I'm just not interested in it, to be honest. Of course, if we look at my attack log, you will be able to see that the vast majority of attacks here with this 0 star, I happened to find a Town Hall 14 and I just wanted to give him the win. And not the win, but of course, prevent him from losing trophies from one of the 8 defenses. But other than that, as you can see, the vast majority, actually all my attacks here are 2 stars, and speaking of that, I would say to go and do an attack right now, just live, the first attack live on this channel. Actually, as you can see here, I'm still missing the spells and 5 archers, which I will be donating myself from my second account, because of course if you don't have a second account in Clash to donate troops to yourself, are you even playing? But let's go ahead and proceed. Here I have my Dragon Tree account, and as I was saying in the beginning of this video, the name Dragon Gamer and all the names that come from it, Dragon Tree, another one is called Baby Dragon, etc., were names that I came up when I was very little. I'm not going to say how young I was, because I think that goes against the terms of service of Supercell. You have to be a minimum age, but of course I'm 21, I've been playing Clash of Clans for about half my life, so around the time I was 14, right? Now let's proceed and donate myself the 5 archers, and okay, and the spells, and let's see what base Clash will give us in this very first video. I'm so eager to see it. It might be a Town Hall 14. Okay, no, it's a max 15, that's even better. Because when you're hovering around the 5,000 trophies mark, you will often find lower Town Hall levels. Now, you'll also have to excuse me if I will not be speaking a lot during this attack. It would be, even if I were native in English, it would be difficult to speak while attacking and while focusing on the attack itself, let alone if English is my third language and not my first. Okay, the Earth Sweepers are on these sides. He has 2 invisibility potions. I hope that I will not be failing this attack, otherwise it would truly be shameful for my first attack live in a video to be a fail. I've just deployed the baby dragons on the sides to clean a little bit the village so that my electro dragons will go, or at least will be more incentivized to go to the middle. Okay, super archer towers, not archer towers, super archers, they won't be that big of a problem, to be honest. Okay, the blimp, the other E-Drugs. As I was saying, guys, I'm not a professional attacker by any means. Okay, let's drop the second reach here and the third one here. Okay, the invisibility spells have been set off, which is great. The Warden ability will okay, Warden ability now. I forgot about the poison. The poison spell will be getting a Town Hall. Okay, yes, we got a Town Hall. You have no idea how difficult it is to be speaking while attacking, guys. I used to do that, of course, on my previous channel, not in English, the one not in English. But speaking in English while attacking is, I can assure it, is certainly on a whole other level. Let's drop the poison on the Royal Champion to slow her down in the way she, to slow down her rate at which she attacks, the rate at which she attacks my E-Drugs. You can see that sometimes I truly struggle with forming my sentences, but I always get the way around it, and I will always end up saying what I want to say with enough thought behind it. Now, Royal Champion's ability, very close. Let's go for it now. It will destroy all these defenses, or almost destroy them. Also, the percentage is not looking bad. Ooh, no. My queen, I have to turn on her ability. What a shame. Okay, the Royal Champion's Phoenix has revived her, okay. The Phoenix, together with the revived champion, have destroyed the scatter shot. The queen is here. The monolith is going to absolutely shatter her to pieces. Okay, she's dead. The king, oh, okay, the single Inferno Tower is targeting the king, so of course he couldn't do any further damage. In the meantime, also this invisibility spell, not spell, I forgot what they're called, but the invisibility defense had recharged and had activated again. 84%, I would say that's not a bad attack by any means. The percentage is fairly high. Of course, 3 stars are always the best thing, but they're not always possible. You have to be a very good attacker to regularly 3-star bases, which I'm definitely not. And this brings me very quickly to the point I was making earlier, which is that on my channel you can expect mainly farming videos, okay? So if an update comes out, let's say the Town Hall 16, which by the way I have to say that it looks beautiful. Of course, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but a while ago I do remember that Supercell, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, Supercell did release an announcement saying that they had expanded their team and that they were working on major updates. Okay, here it was on the 20th of November. It takes a village to build Clash of Clans, and the only thing I can say is that their efforts are being noticed. In October, around Halloween time, we had that magnificent event. The only thing that, in my opinion, was a shame was that you were supposed to spend a lot of money for the statues and all the decorations that they had added during that event, which I have, and let me just say, oh yeah, I forgot to say this. Sorry guys, I'm not used to this, I'm doing my best. But, speaking of my expenditure, customs, not customs, but more habits, yes, habits. I do not buy any packages. Okay, I still have to buy this skin. I do not buy runes, books, I've never bought them, nor am I interested in buying them. I think that goes against the goal of this game. You have to max out. I like waiting for upgrades. That's the very essence of Clash of Clans. If everything were instant, if you could just, at the snap of your fingers, upgrade the town hall, upgrade the defenses, the troops, the heroes, etc., that would, in my own opinion, just defy the purpose. But I do, however, buy every single decoration, whether that be scenery, there they are, I have all the sceneries, I have all the skins for all my heroes, which I've never bought, by the way, from the shop where they end up 1 year after they get released in the season pass. I've always purchased every single... No, what was I doing? I misclicked. I've been purchasing every single skin ever since they came out in April 2019 with the Gladiator King. I have almost all the statues, all the skins for all the heroes, all the sceneries, and that's something I'm very proud of. Of course, I'm not proud of spending money per se, but hey, everyone has their own things. There are people who smoke, there are people who drink, there are people who buy designer clothes. I buy Clash of Clans skins, and I think there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you can afford it and if you earn your own money. And let's be fair, it's not a tremendous amount of money. With all these skins, I would say it's about £20 a month on average, which is not, of course, pennies. It is still an amount that will end up accumulating over the course of a year. If we calculate again, let's say £20 a month on average, so season pass plus any skin, scenery, etc., that will amount to £240 in a year, which is not exactly a little amount. But again, if you can afford it, and if you want to, go for it. If there is one thing I've got to give credit to Supercell and the Clash of Clans team, is that they never sold out their game the way almost everyone else has. You can perfectly max your base out without spending a dime. Sure, of course, having the season pass will certainly help, I'm not going to deny that. However, you can max your base even without that. And this is something that not many games can claim to be. Most others, you have to spend a lot of money just to be able to bring your account to the maximum level. Here, you could technically even reach world number 1. Maybe not number 1, but you could technically reach the top leaderboard because you do not have to spend money to trophy push. So this is just, of course, my own opinion. If you feel any differently, please let me know down in the comments. And I believe, guys, this is pretty much it. I hope I haven't made a complete mess out of this video, but hey, if you do not take the first step towards something, you can be sure that you'll never achieve it. However, if you take the first step, it's not guaranteed that you will achieve your goal, but the likelihood of achieving your goals will certainly be higher than if you hadn't taken that first step. With this said, the last thing before we conclude, this is my builder base. I have almost maxed my builder hall 10. I'm not quite there yet, I still have a couple of levels, actually 3 levels if we count the last 2 days to upgrade the battle copter to level 33. Then I also have this air defense, which in the builder base it is called the firecracker, and 3 cannons. This is everything left to upgrade in my builder hall 10. I have no troops left, I've maxed out all of them. Let's actually boost the clock tower. And guys, I think this is pretty much it for this video. Again, as I've said at least a couple of times, but I just want to make sure that I put emphasis on it. You can expect my videos to be mainly farming videos, base maxing videos. I will upgrade walls. I've always loved upgrading walls and maxing them, and there will be a lot to do with the upcoming Town Hall 16. I'm very much looking forward to it. So, if you enjoyed this video, please consider maybe leaving a like. Let me know down in the comments what you think, feedbacks, what was good, what was bad. Also, you could perhaps consider subscribing to the channel. It's not necessary, but highly appreciated. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video until the end, and see you in my next video.